Um, Today is April 12th, 2018. Um, just wanted to stop in and read off the last three tweets from President Trump and see where he's going with the Syria thing. Um, this is one from yesterday. There were two more from yesterday besides the one I read first. Our relationship with Russia is worse now than it has ever been, and that includes the Cold War. There is no reason for this. Russia needs us to help with their economy, something that would be very easy to do, and we need all nations to work together. Stop the arms race. Funny considering previous um, the previous tweet, which very directly threatened Putin in Russia. Um, I don't know who's driving all this crap. Well, I do know who's driving all this crap. And anyways, on to the next. Much of the bad blood with Russia is caused by the fake and corrupt Russia investigation, headed up by the all-Democrat loyalists or people that worked for Obama. Mueller is most conflicted of all except Rosenstein, who signed FISA and Comey letter. No collusion, so they go crazy. Okay, and I think a lot of this stems from that, and President Trump has to separate that from his duty. He has a duty, and his duty is not wagging the dog. So it has to cross his mind in all these things, but common sense and you know it has to be at the top. But this is the most important one, the one that was put out 4 hours or so ago. Sort of walks back a little bit what he said before. Never said never said when an attack on Syria would take place. Could be very soon or not so soon at all. In any event, the United States under my administration has done a great job of ridding the region of ISIS. It's funny because we know Obama and Hillary created ISIS from the ruins of Al Qaeda, created them, armed them, trained them, funded them. So a little irony. Where is our thank you, America? Well, we're not going to get a thank you. We're not going to get a thank you for setting it all up and then going in and being the white knights. That just is sorry, Don. That isn't going to happen. Okay, you know what happened. You talked about what happened. So, needless to say, this is walking back the rhetoric of yesterday and the day before that. And it sounds like he's a little more level-headed and thinking with his head and not his heart, because we know that this, when you see these pictures, they're horrible. And you see human being. If you have any humanity, then it has to, makes you sick. So, and I'm sure that's where it's coming from. But you gotta think with your head and understand. Assad has absolutely no reason whatsoever to attack his own people, and got to be thinking about winding it down when the people who started this whole deal are saying, "Oh, we're ready to leave again." We did this last year too. Same exact script we did. Um, but Assad has no reason, and I would be, if I was 100% positive of any scenario in this, it wouldn't be 100% that the man's an animal and killed his own people in one of the most horrifying acts that anybody could commit. Okay, I would be 100% positive that it didn't happen that way. It happened the way that it happened last year and times before. I think just a few months ago. So, um, but anyways, I'm attaching an image at the end of this video. The first image is of a child sprawled out in the street, blood, limbs, or body parts everywhere. And looks pretty real, especially when you first look at it. It takes you back. Then you see the second picture, same child standing, smiling for the camera, and you see the body parts and whatever around him, which is same script, different year. We have to let President Trump know, not in our name. Not in our name. We want you out of Syria. Pull the troops like you promised. Okay? Denounce this as another phony attack and take care of the CIA, because we know who's driving this game. Okay? It's our CIA. They are a scab on this country. They need to be dealt with. Then, of course, the FBI. And I don't buy this shit about most in the FBI are above board and good and hardworking, whatever. Those people are at the very bottom. They're at the very bottom. That's the reality. The people that are driving the show, the people up at the very, very top and down to the middle in that area right there, most of them are bad people, and they need to be gone. Just like, in order for you to get your agenda done in DC, 90% of the people who are still there on the Republican side, if not more, are people that were around during Obama. They knew, they had it all. They had all the information on Obama before he became the alleged president. And Joe Arpaio cemented that for them in 2012 and 2013 and 2014. He gave them all the fruits of his investigation, what he had at the time. Okay, and since then he's into the time that he left the office of Maricopa County Sheriff. They gathered much more, and they have evidence that it's not in the best interests of the people who still remain there. Many of the people who still remain there. So, and they can't continue what they began with you, because you're not controlled by them, and they cannot and will not have somebody who's not controlled driving this nation. They just will not. So Um, have a good day, and call the president. Let him know what you think.